I thought today would be a good day to get a little additional content onto my channel. It's been a while, but it's also been a while that I've been using the headphones that I got off Kijiji. That's Canada's answer to Craigslist. I've been looking for a really good pair of headphones. I wanted something that would give a certain sound to them, but I mean, you can't really know these things until you try them. And so I really read a lot about the Technica ATH M40x. Some really good things, and the M50x as well. So they were both on my radar, and then the M40x came up from a guy in Kingston, and I went and picked them up. I think I got them for 80 bucks. I mean, really, if you buy them off Amazon, the M40x's are well over $100. I think the M50s are close to 200. So I mean, for something that was already like basically in a pristine condition, this was a really good deal, a very, very good deal. Certainly to try them out. So I just want to tell you about the pros and cons. My tendency has been to buy things, and whether it's a stylus or a piece of equipment like a whole turntable or something, whatever, to listen to it a couple times and review it. But here's the thing: I wanted to review these because I've been listening to them so much. I don't really like my speaker setup, even though I've got a lot of different bookshelf speakers here. I'm keeping my eye open, for some floor standing stuff in that regard. So in order to get the sound that I want, or as close to the sound I want, I've been hoping headphones would do the trick, and I think they will. Now these are closed back. For those of you that are already familiar with this particular headphone, I'll be looking for an open back headphone, but does that mean I'm going to get rid of these or not? No, I won't get rid of them. However, that's mostly for the sake of convenience, because of course if you have an open back headphone, everyone's going to hear what you're listening to. Now for soundstage, I really want the open back headphone. I'm looking at a couple different kinds. Of course, I'm good with the used market, so I'll just keep my eyes open and so forth. This guy in Vancouver is selling something I want right now, but I don't want to pay for shipping, so I'll just be patient. Am I going to get rid of these? No, but there are good things about these and bad things about these. They're actually kind of collapsing in my hand, which you can see is a good thing, right? So they're sort of portable. Like I think they came with a bag, but I'm not sure. I didn't get the box with them when I bought them, but I think there was a bag with them, and they're pretty adjustable, so you're not going to have any issues that way. There's lots of plastic on them, but there's a steel strip in there, so I mean, unless you're really abusing these, well, you know what, here's the thing: if you're the kind of person who's like rollerblading on the Venice Beach or something with these, yeah, I mean, if they're exposed to the elements, and I can see where there might be an element of being fragile here. But for me, sitting in my living room, in my office area here, these definitely, there's not going to be any issue with them breaking. I mean, I'd probably have to whip them against a wall to really hurt them, and I just don't treat my stuff that way, right? So what do I like about them? Well, the cables, they come with two cables. The first cable is just a straightforward thing. This is probably 10 feet long, which is, plenty. It comes with another cable, which I've also used, so I do swap them around. And this one has that, that old telephone bit on it, right? So it stays much more compact. It's only, 4 feet long, and then it stretches to whatever. So it's really good to have two cables. Now, both ends of the cable are the smaller plug, and you can see on my headset I already have the 1/4 inch on there because that's what I want all the time. So I don't like headphone. This doesn't come with the dedicated 1/4 inch, and that bugs me. But really, it's a good connection. It doesn't just snap on. You actually have to screw it off, and it comes with two of these. So all things considered, that's okay. I can handle that. So that's not a real knock. In fact, the two cables is a really good thing. Plus, the connection, it only has one, connects to one ear, which is good as opposed to the two, right? I think that's easier to keep it out of the way and so forth. So the connection's really neat, kind of snaps out like that. It's a locking connection, and it's really secure. So I really like that. The sound, I do have some negative stuff to say. So I'll just wait 2 seconds before I get to that. The sound is good, better than good. It's better than good. It's probably, for me, I don't know, compared to the other stuff that I've had, it's probably 7 out of 10, which I'm quite happy with. See, but here's the thing. When I first got them, I would have gone, oh, 10 out of 10, or maybe 9 out of 10. But after listening to them for a year, not so much. Sometimes they're very detailed, okay? And sometimes the sound can be a little harsh. Not often, but it can be. So, you know, I'm kind of looking for warmth and soundstage. So were these the headphones for me? Maybe not, but you know what? Like I said, I'm not going to get rid of them because I want that perspective. I think what I'll do is I'll add a set of headphones to the mix instead of getting rid of those or selling them and then using the funds to help me purchase a different pair. I think I'll grab a second set of headphones because I said earlier, my speakers aren't really doing it for me. They're just for sort of when company's over and we want to put some music on in the background. I don't get good soundstage with my speakers. My speakers are shoved into a corner, each of the room, terrible positioning. They're pretty bad. So when it comes to purity of sound, I'm going to go with the headphones for now, and speakers are just going to be meh, you know, come what may. So the sound is okay. If you're looking for that kind of detail, if you're the harshness, see, that just could be me. I don't know. I don't really have a great ear. I even have to I've got tinnitus, right? Or tinnitus, and actually headphones help with that because then you can't hear the ringing in your head when you've got them on so much. But I don't know why I mentioned that, but I think that it probably means that there's a frequency that my brain doesn't pick up on, and I'm not sure what the correlation is that is with the headset, but I suspect there might be something. And the reason I'm talking about that is, again, because of that definition and the harshness, and I wonder if that's just more me than it is the headset. All right, that's not being helpful, so I'll move on. The sound is all right, and better than all right. And if you want that kind of detail, then these are a great budget headphone. They really are. So what's my biggest knock against them? Well, there is one: comfort. Now, I thought to myself before I was getting into all this, I thought, well, like, how can you go wrong with headphones? Like, but I guess you can. It's probably because of the shape of different people's head. I'll show you something. I have these Sony wireless headphones. Now, they're much bigger, right? So here's the comparison. It's just a bigger headphone. Actually, it doesn't look too much bigger, but rest assured that it is. They're both over ear, by the way. The Audio Technica is an over ear, which is why I don't think they're so comfortable. But when I put these on, whether it's the ear pads, right over this way, like, or the clamping pressure, I think I could wear these all day. The thing is, these tend to clip out on me, and so I don't really use them. But boy, these are stunningly comfortable compared to the Audio Technicas. So I think it's the clamping pressure. It's a little much. I've almost tried to subtly bend them back, but I don't want to hurt them. So the clamping pressure is probably a bit much. And second of all, there's something about where this sits. And it's really hard for me. I've played with this a lot. I couldn't wear these all day. I feel like I could wear the Sonys for, well, all day is an exaggeration, but I feel like I could wear the Sonys for 3 hours, and these, after 30 minutes, they get me. No matter what I do, they get me right in the back of my jaw, just constantly. And I've tried so many different things. I've tried reversing them, actually, and it kind of helped, but I'm kind of being a purist about it, right? I didn't want to do that. And so they dig and they clamp, and you can kind of take the ear pads off, I think. I've not done it, but they kind of move around if you want them to. Anyway, that's my bugaboo, because I don't think you can really get new ear pads, because I'd probably even try those Sonys or something. But anyway, if you've got a smaller head than me, a different jawline perhaps, and you like the kind of sound I'm trying to describe, then I would say try to get the Audio Technica AT M40Xs, or maybe the 50Xs, but I have the 40. And you probably will be happy with them. Okay, that's it for this little review. I don't know if it's helpful or not, but after wearing them for a year, I feel confident in what I'm saying. All right, take care, everybody. Stay healthy. Bye for now.